There is an old saying, the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. And there is a reason for that. The person sitting quietly in the corner, watching everything, saying nothing, that is the one you should actually fear. If you are the quietest person in the room, you know exactly how people treat you. They underestimate you. They talk over you. They mistake your silence for weakness. They think because you're not broadcasting every thought that you don't have any. But they couldn't be more wrong. Psychology suggests that the quietest person in the room is often the most dangerous. While everyone else is busy performing and seeking attention, you are doing something far more strategic. You are collecting intelligence. Here is why psychology says people should fear the quiet ones. First, let's look at the concept of information asymmetry. This is the psychological advantage you gain when you know more about others than they know about you. Loud people are transparent. When someone talks constantly, they are revealing their cards. They show you their insecurities, their motivations, their emotional triggers. They are handing you the complete manual to their psychology. But you are a locked safe. By staying quiet, you create a psychological information gap. Humans are hardwired to fear what they cannot understand. When people can't read you, they fill the silence with their own anxieties. You become a mirror that reflects their deepest insecurities back at them. When people can't predict you, they project their own fears onto you. You aren't quiet because you have nothing to say. You are quiet because you are calculating the threat level of everyone in the room before you engage. You are playing strategic warfare while they are playing small talk. But collecting information is only half the battle. The reason the quiet person is truly dangerous isn't just because they know everything you said. It's because of what they choose not to say. This leads us to the second trait, emotional regulation. In psychology, there is a critical difference between reacting and responding. Loud, reactive people are slaves to their impulses. If you provoke them, they explode. They are completely predictable. The quiet person, however, has mastered the pause between trigger and action. You have high inhibitory control. You can feel anger, excitement, or offense, and your face won't move a muscle. This makes you impossible to manipulate. Manipulators hate you because their standard tactics don't work on you. You don't take the bait. When you finally do speak, everyone stops talking. Why? Because of scarcity. In economics, the more abundant something is, the less value it holds. Words are the same. Your silence increases the weight of your speech. When the quiet person speaks, it pierces through the noise like a blade because everyone knows you don't waste breath on meaningless chatter. Now, having information advantage and emotional control makes you formidable, but it doesn't explain why people often feel an instinctive unease around you. That actually comes down to this next psychological trait, which is perhaps the most intimidating of all. It's called psychological independence. Most people make noise because they need external validation to feel secure. They need the room to acknowledge them to confirm they exist. The quiet person has no such need. If you are comfortable in silence, it signals dominance. It signals that you don't need anything from the people around you. You are not begging for approval. In evolutionary psychology, the alpha isn't the one making the most noise. The alpha is the one who remains calm in chaos. People fear you because they can sense that you are perfectly self-contained. You cannot be socially pressured into compliance. You are a fortress while they are running around seeking validation. You are sitting there perfectly composed, observing everything. That level of independence is deeply unsettling to people who depend on the crowd for their sense of worth. So, let's reframe this dynamic. Society tells quiet people that they need to speak up more, that you need to be louder to be heard. Society tells quiet people that they need to come out of their shell, that you need to be more vocal to succeed. Do not listen to that. Your silence is not a weakness. It is a filter. It keeps impulsive people at a distance and commands respect from the perceptive ones. You don't need to be loud to be powerful. A wolf doesn't need to bark to establish dominance. It just has to hold eye contact. So the next time someone asks, "Why are you so quiet?" just smile. Let them wonder. You know exactly what you are doing. You aren't hiding. You're observing. While they are busy talking, you are reading the room. While they are exposing their weaknesses, you are protecting yours. While they are reacting, you are calculating your next move. That is not passivity. That is power in its purest form. If you are part of the silent observers, leave a shushing face emoji in the comments. I want to see how many strategic thinkers we have here. And if you appreciate psychological insights like this, then make sure you subscribe and join the community so you don't miss the next breakdown.